Butler building was the key to some of those early memories. In 1950, pictured here, the building was in its prime. The picture is taken from Sir Francis Drake Boulevard looking west. Early in 1924, the real estate firm of Tom Kent and Tom Minto was given a contract to sell the 13-acre estate of George Butler, former president of the Kentfield Improvement Association. His estate on the north side of Corte Madera Slough was built in 1876 and surrounded by elaborate gardens featuring magnolias, redwoods, Japanese elms, and those wonderful Italian chestnuts. Minto and other supporters went door to door, convincing neighbors the idea of a local college. The estate was purchased by the Tamalpais High School District. Classes and candlelight dances were held in the house in the early years. In the late 40s, the student body offices were located in a glassed-in room, a very elegant location for those student body officers. The building also housed college programs, a dormitory, and a cafeteria. A large barn on the property was used as a gymnasium and later housed classes. This picture is taken at the then parking lot facing College Avenue. The stairs now are alongside of the Alumni Hall leading down to College Avenue.
The date of this photograph is 1944. Do you know any of these students? It also shows the wonderful landscaping of the college. A beautiful place to be and to work and to go to school then as now.
The engineering building is here being expanded in 1946. It's also known as Dixon Hall. The original building was built in 1935 and then expanded to accommodate the large increase in student enrollment after World War II.
I understand that the engineering department with a guiding hand had helped build this.
And then that's followed by field house construction in 1948. These are tropical barracks that were adopted for use as field houses. Harlan Hall is pictured here in the classic picture of the hall and, of course, Mount Tam in the background. It was constructed in 1935. Public address system, amplifying unit and chimes were installed in the tower and rang every hour for many years. There were also small offices for the Tower Times, our newspaper staff, and student body offices located in the tower. It was torn down in 1971. Harlan Center presently stands on the site.
It was a graceful and wonderful building to work in, and the covered arcade helped protect students and faculty during our long rainy seasons.
The view, the mountain persists. This is a bonfire immediately before the Santa Rosa College of Marin big game in the annual fall rite. It was said that this bonfire could be seen from the East Bay. Every year it was lighted and then followed by a dance and of course then by the football game. Some of the rivalry between College of Marin and Santa Rosa included some minor vandalism here to the sign by those thugs from Santa Rosa Junior College.
1947.
The National Junior College Basketball Champions in 1948 from the College of Marin. A really outstanding team under the guidance of Red Diamond. They won the Nationals in Springfield, Missouri after a fundraiser that paid the cost of their trip.
1948. Flagpole is in the background.
Pretty happy group. It was really quite a coup for the College of Marin in the big leagues to go as national champions.
And Red Diamond really had red hair. Red is shown with that trophy that day out on the lawn.
This picture taken in 1948 notes the change from the name Marin Junior College to College of Marin. Ward Austin, president of the college, in the foreground, students in the background, and if you recognize any of them, they'd be a little older now. Please let us know who they are. Harlan
Hall and the new wooden sign on the College of Marin lawn, fall.
5 members of the Board of Trustees, then as now, responsible for the policies that the district takes. That's now a member, now 7 members. We know 3 of these, Mr. Harlan, Ms. Fusselman, Mr. Dixon. We don't know the names of the other 2. Can you help us with those?
I think this was photographed in front of Fusselman Hall, named for Mrs. Ada Fusselman.
This is the beginning of the end for the Butler building. In 1950, the building was taken down to be replaced by the art building, and done most of that work by staff of the college. This view is taken from Harlan Center, so looking essentially north.
You can still find the location of the building by the annual growing of the naked lady lilies that come up in front of it.
This is the expansion of Fusselman Library, under construction in 1958. That building would be the library and then later serve as classrooms and faculty offices. That included Joan and me.
It also used to be large enough to hold the entire student body, parents, family, and friends for graduation.
This is the construction of the business building. We're looking sort of, southwest. That's the old science building on the right. This picture is taken from the tower of Harlan Hall. These are memorable, all right. High water in 1950 when the low-lying areas of the campus flooded, and flooded quite regularly, and students engaged in such sports as motorboating, water skiing, and surfboarding. Eventually, the Army Corps of Engineers would widen the slough and line it with concrete.
This is the scoreboard in what is now parking lot in front of the Ward Austin Science Building. Floods were still going on into the 1960s when I came here. Fashion shows showed off the work of the students and the faculty. An annual presentation which also included an ice water tea to demonstrate the work of the women students on the campus.
Faculty shed their formality at some events, and as you can see here, took part vigorously. That's the Bruffs and Mr. Johansson at the Art Ball in 1954.
All faculty wives were expected to attend these parties.
And this is Mrs. Williams and Arlie Williams at that same ball in 1954. Taken at the Larkspur home of the president, Ward Austin, Dr. Pulskamp, Dr. Ball, 1954.
There were a great many informal, social, there were also working events.
And here we have the Mitchells. Lyman Mitchell was a member of the English department. This at a faculty tea, also in 1954. Sam LeCount with his wife. Sam was a counselor here for many years.
Again, 1954. Assembly on the lawn. Probably this is opening day for the students. Again, a lovely view of Mount Tam.
With that one of those wonderful chestnut trees.
This is an event that we need help with. Close say 1940s. Who are these attractive students? There were a great many social/professional clubs on campus. This is the Women's Association dinner with women faculty members and students.
You could help us identify some of them too, if you would. United Nations Day on the campus, a regular and annual event. Board Chairman Ada Fusselman in the center foreground.
With the Butler Building in the background. This was a folk dance festival. There were a good many community activities held on the campus. This was one of them. There were dog shows and all sorts of other activities. Helped bring the community together.
Students lounging on the lawn. Many decades they've done this in this wonderful setting. It's never been changed, really. That wonderful mountain in the background, chestnut tree to the right.
The old science building to the left.
It lasts. That view remains a great legacy for students then and now.